I'm good.
Perfect.
Hello.
Doing a lot better than what I was for a few days.
Well, that's good.
And I got this phone, and I'm using my new phone. It's back up and online.
Oh, what kind
There
of
you
phone
go.
did you get?
Hi, sweetheart.
Hi, what kind of phone did you get?
Well, they're both LG phone. I dropped the one that I'm using right now. Talking to you guys, that one is my biggest LG, my first one, my 626 number. I dropped that in the water, the kiddie bowl of water.
Oh man, I hate when that happens.
So I had to repair it. And instead of repairing it, because it was going to cost me $145 to repair it, and I have insurance on both phones through Metro, and they replaced it with my insurance for $50.
Oh,
Oh, that's
nice.
good.
So
Yeah.
I got this one up and running, and that one up and running. So I can zoom through my other phone and check out my business and everything at the same time while I'm talking to you guys live.
Well, that's fantastic.
There you go. Good stuff. Hey, Michelle, how are you doing, hon? I see you made it in.
Yeah, and I just got off. And I just got off live just now.
Oh, how
good
did
deal.
it go?
Nobody came online.
Ah, not this time.
Chris, I used the app that you gave me,
Okay.
and I friend everybody. I even posted on my regular personal page to let them know that I was going live to go onto my business page.
Right.
Me there, and it's not working.
Well,
It's gonna take time.
Yeah, it's gonna take time. You're gonna probably need to, go live more often there. And you could still go live on your personal wall. Here, this is what I would recommend. I would go live. How many times do you go live a week?
You know what? I did live on my personal page for quite some time, and I got people came on. Well,
Okay.
if I'm off my personal page and go on my business page, nobody's not going on live. So
That's why I'm asking you. How many times do you go live on your personal page?
I've been live maybe about 10 times, I think.
Okay. So what I would do, I would go live on your personal page and make sure that those people that come on, you give them the announcement that you're starting on such and such day, you're going to start going live on your wall or on your page, on your profile. Sorry.
Okay.
Business page.
Thank you. Tell them that, like, starting on the 15th, I'm going to be going live on my business page. And then go live on your business page starting on the 15th. And if on the 15th you don't see enough people that have joined, then go back on your personal wall the next day and tell people, hey, make sure you're joining my business page. But right now, I would be gathering all those people and telling them to go like my business page. Go like it, go like it, go like it.
In fact, the last live I went on, I did post and let them know that to go to my business page and you'll find me there live. I did post it that day, and I told them what time I was coming on live, and I did went live at that time, and nobody came on the business page.
So something you can do is you can also share it from your business page to your personal page. So the people who are used to seeing it there will still find it on your personal page. It's just you're not actually going live from your personal page. You're sharing your live to it. The other thing that you could do, Faith and I are doing, like, starting now, we're doing our speed lives from our business page, and then our sit down in front of the camera lives from our personal page, and we're eventually transitioning everything to the business page again, but do it in stages. That would be something else you could try.
Yeah, and you could always like, if you do speed lives and stuff, you can always, like, write on a piece of paper and then flip it over and, like, highlight the backside so it shows in mirrored version. but put on there like go like my Facebook page, you know, and scroll across it when you go across, you know, and you're showing the jewelry. Make sure people know. Like I would have fun with it personally, and just try to get everybody to go and like that Facebook page, because they're gonna need to have those likes. And then Helen, have you used? Real quick, hold on before we get started in this, because I like the conversation. I want to say hello to Lisa, and I want to say hello to Miss Michelle.
Hi, Chris.
How are you doing?
Doing good.
Welcome. So glad to have you here, Lisa. And Michelle, I've been wanting to tell you, so what's happening when you come into the Zoom conferences,
Yeah.
every single time you come into the Zoom conference, and I mean every time, it says Michelle Badger is trying to, you know, in the waiting room. So I'll say admit. And then as soon as I say admit, like after about 30 seconds, then I get another one that says Michelle Badger's waiting. So then I say admit and that one. And then they're both sitting there saying that they're both joining. And then every once in a while, you will actually join. And the other one will sit up there saying joining. So what was happening yesterday is they were both saying joining up there, and then one would go away and one would come back. And then one would go away and one would come back. But you were never actually connecting. So
Right.
once I saw that one of them had left, I was like, okay, then I'm going to remove the other one too. And that way, you know, when you come back in, it'll be a clean, it won't have a Michelle Badger up there. And that's when it blocked you. So like when you came in today, it did the same thing. It had a Michelle Badger, and I said join. And then after another 30 seconds to a minute, another one popped up there. And so I said, admit that one. And then you finally came in, and one of them came down here, and the other one, you know, eventually, like now it's left, but it was saying Michelle joining and Michelle here.
That is so bizarre.
Yeah, and sometimes it even says that there's two Michelles here when there's only one. So I don't know what Facebook and your connection is, but maybe those, I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, it could be Facebook or my phone. Who knows? I'll be starting.
Just know you always have this issue, so it wasn't just yesterday. It's just usually it doesn't bother us that bad.
Right. Well, I'll be getting a new phone probably tomorrow night. So, you know, I'll make sure you guys have the number. My email will be the same, but hopefully it'll be like a better connection.
Well, and those of you that apparently, I guess Zoom also has its own like profiles that we can be making. If you don't already have a Zoom account, you can set up a profile and set up your Zoom. And then we can even add each other as friends through Zoom, so that way, like I can send you a Zoom link rather than just like I can just pull in. I can go to participants and invite the people that are my friends on that friend list.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I'll see if I have one set up.
I only have one person on my friends list, and I don't even talk to that person. So I don't know how that exactly works, but just so y'all know. So Helen, I wanted to ask you, since you've been transitioning over to your Facebook page, are you using the Creative Studio or the Business Suite, or both?
I'm using the Business Suite.
Have you checked out the Creative Studio yet?
No, we just started the business page a couple days ago, and I remember using Business Suites before we got rid of the business page, which never, ever, ever, ever get rid of something on Facebook. Just let it stay dormant, but don't get rid of it, because the momentum to build it back up sucks. Public service announcement done. Thank you. Off my soapbox.
Right. You know, and I'm seriously, like, I have my DJ one that I used to use for my DJing that's got quite a few people on it. I've thought about just changing the name of it and just like switching it out and starting over with all of those people as a like already. I haven't done it.
Yeah, I'm kicking myself because we had several hundred likes and followers on the business page, and we just stopped using it because it was too much to manage that and the VIP group. And I wish we had just left it to, you know, sit in the background basically, and then transitioning would have been a lot easier.
Right, right. Oh, dang it. So yeah, do me a favor and check out that creative studio and tell me what you think of it, because apparently from what I'm hearing from everybody that's in the clubhouse is that business suite it's got a lot of bugs in it, but creative studio and business suite together are so like they're add-ons to a business page that are, you know, specifically for that. So I'm hearing things like with the creative studio, you can do like video previews, and you can even do stuff like being able to add those filters and stuff in, you know, $5 bling in the corner of your screen kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
The stuff that we used to do on ours before it became a pain in the butt.
Yeah. The stuff I used
Yeah.
to be like, how do you do that?
Yeah.
And then my husband's like, oh, my husband, the researcher guy, is like, oh, we could do that with this other software, and we just stream it through there. And then there was like a 30-second plus delay. And little did we know that actually didn't have anything to do with that third-party software. It was Facebook.
Yeah, it's the creative, and that's the whole thing. The creative studio used to be only through Facebook on the PC. And so you couldn't use it mobile, you couldn't use it on your phone, but they just recently released it as an app. But the creative studio is actually like it's so funny that Facebook has it like this, because they've got their business page and then they have the business suite for business owners, right?
Yeah.
But then the creative studio goes over to their AR division, you know, their AR department. And it's like where they do all of their visual graphics and their filters and all of that kind of stuff. And so it's kind of funny that the way they worked it out now is that to make a lot of the filters, you have to have this AR developer program from Facebook, and then you need to move it into the creative studio to put it onto your Facebook page for these businesses, because now these businesses are looking, and I guess Facebook's trying to work it out with businesses so that businesses can actually make commercials. And so that'll be kind of cool once they get all this figured out and done, but they're all in the developmental stages. And so that's why apparently Facebook is starting to crack down on people that are using their personal walls, and they're starting to give them like temporary bans and things like that, because they're trying to develop the business part of it, because that's where the money's at.
So do you go live from this app?
From the creative studio, you can, yes.
And it would still publish it to your business page.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
So
exactly, but it's supposed to be more streamlined, and it's supposed to allow more features, but I haven't got to check it out because Sarah's the one that does our lives, and she still does it on our wall, because she doesn't know it yet either. So I've been wanting to check it out, but I can't really go live on my wall yet the way I've been. So it's something that if you feel like you comfortable and you check it out and you find out any cool tips, you know, I definitely will want to be talking to you about it.
So we should set up a business page and be going live from our business page now instead of Facebook, because it always used to be Facebook.
Now, I want you to know everything that I'm telling you guys is stuff that I'm learning and hearing. I'm going to wait for Marissa to get in here because I want her to hear this too. Marissa, are you there? Hey, girl.
Hi.
So we were just discussing that in Clubhouse, I'm hearing from a lot of the elites and the people that are in those Clubhouse things that like at least their bios say that they're elites. Some of them I've never heard, but there's a lot of people in those Clubhouses talking about that Facebook is trying to change their policies to where they're trying to remove all of the salespeople from personal walls. So what they're doing is they're becoming more strict on some of their ban policies, and they're temporarily banning people, or like what's the word? Their
Facebook
robots
jail.
are being more aggressive apparently for that kind of thing. And
Okay.
so we've been talking about how the people in Clubhouse are also saying that what they're doing is they're transitioning over to business pages because that's what Facebook is wanting. And
Okay.
because of that, Facebook is promoting business page lives so that that way it'll encourage more and more people to go on the Facebook lives. So
Okay.
we're talking about ways to be able to transition that and make that happen because, you know, if the way I'm understanding it from everything that I've read afterwards, like I've been doing a little bit of research on it, they have a business suite app that's connected to your Facebook page. And then
Okay.
they also have a creator studio that connects to your business page. And both of those are supposed to work to help you build your business. But they also have an AR development program that between the three of them, as a developer, eventually what's supposed to happen is they're supposed to have it so that Facebook businesses will be able to create and make commercials for their businesses through Facebook.
Oh, wow.
And they're
Okay.
doing all this because, of course, where the business pages are and where the business is,
Right.
that's where the money is.
Right.
And of course, we're not supposed to be getting any monetary gain from our business or from our personal walls. So I'm personally trying to prepare for this. But at the same time, like I know that people have been having problems with their Facebook personal walls and like not being able to see comments
Yeah.
and you know things like that. And apparently that's those kind of bugs that these people that I'm hearing about in Clubhouse are relating to. That is that the spiders are blocking comments and things because they're getting more aggressive. So I wanted to hear if you've heard anything about that.
So I didn't hear from Clubhouse. I did hear a little bit back from an email from Facebook because I've dealt with like being banned from Facebook since January. I've been dealing with it. So I've always run my lives and predominantly my business on my personal profile because it has given me the most success. I do have a business page. But when you're the problem is when you're in Facebook jail, when it blocks you from going live, whatever, there's different like actions that they'll do, right? So they can say, oh, well, you can't comment for 12 hours or you can't go live for 6 or 7 days, like whatever it is. But if you're in Facebook jail from going live on your personal profile, it also affects your business profile because it's connected, right? You have to have a business page connected to a personal Facebook account. So my problem currently with them is I'm again placed back into Facebook jail and I can't go live anywhere. I can't go live on my personal page, my business page, my VIP group, nothing. So I emailed in and they do say in their response, I would have to look it up word for word, but it does say that they are trying to gear businesses to business pages. And they do know that a lot of people have been hesitant to doing it because it's so hard of a transition. So that makes sense what you're saying, that they're trying to incorporate these other things and make it a little bit easier because then maybe more people would do it, right?
Right.
So I feel like I don't want to cause panic because I would rather oh my gosh, sorry. I was a million things at one time. I would rather people at least be going live somewhere. And so don't say, oh, I'm not going to go live on my personal page because I'm scared Facebook's going to boot me off or this or that. So you know how like almost like it creates a chaos when you talk about Facebook's changing things for, business pages and stuff like that. So I get so nervous to even talk about it.
That's where I'm at too.
Right. But I do think that having these things in place, like having the business page, having the VIP group, that if you need to go in those other avenues, you're already working them rather than waiting for the shit to hit the fan. I know I totally cussed, but like, and then saying, oh, okay, I can't, Facebook is not letting us do this anymore. So now I've got to figure it out. You already have it in place because you've been working your business page. So I really would just like tell you guys to just pour into that and don't panic, but prepare.
Right. So what I'm trying to incorporate with like me and Sarah, and it's something that I'm trying to spread here, is that I would make a business page and I would get those apps, and I would practice, and I would maybe not necessarily have to do your personal lives right now on the business page, but go live on the business page and get people, get the interaction going on that business page. Do your speed lives there, and then share those over to your personal wall and get people getting over there. So what I would recommend, Felicia, is I would go and do the lives on your personal wall, but maybe one day a week over the next couple of weeks, go live on your business page, but promote your business page every single time you go live, make it known that like you're trying to get people onto your business page. Yes. And then once you go onto your business page as on a regular basis, and you're going to want to continue getting those likes, right? So you've got to still be working your algorithms on your wall. And you're going to need to be working those algorithms on your page. And you're going to have to be, it's going to take a little bit of work to make that transition full in effect. But if you gradually do it over the next month or few weeks or something like that, I think that you have better results than just to cut cold turkey.
Yes. The business page is a lot easier to schedule stuff on. Kind of the same technique as the VIP group. Girls out. Because sorry, mom life. They think because I'm on a Zoom, I won't whoop a butt. Okay. They're like, mom's on a Zoom. She won't do anything. Think again. So you can do a whole lot of scheduling the same way on a business page that you can on a VIP group. And you can't do that from a personal page. So I will say that transition, even if you were like, you know what, Saturday mornings, I'm going to take an hour and I'm just going to schedule the entire week out for my business page this next week. I bet that you guys would see a whole difference. That's one of the tasks that I have my virtual assistant do. She does scheduling of posts for me on my business page, because even though I'm not 100% utilizing that business page, it's still there for when I do believe eventually either Facebook's going to force us to, or it's just going to need to be the next business transition. You know what I mean? So I'm glad that we're talking about that. And because I'm in Facebook jail right now, I can kind of relate.
Yeah. So you agree then with pretty much everything that I've said as far as
I do. Yep. And I think you said I got this tip, but I think you mentioned it. I got this tip from Angie Powell. It's Angie Tag now, but when she made her transition from her personal page to her business page, she said that she set up 2 devices, and she had like one device kind of like looking off to the side of her, but she was still in the frame. And that was her personal page. That was her personal, like she went live on it. And she said, make sure that you're on my business page to claim. So then on the other device, she's live on her business page, and that's where she's doing the live at. So anytime she looks over at her other phone, which is her personal profile, she's like, guys, I can't take your claims over here because you're not commenting on that live. You know what? Does that make sense? Hopefully I explained it right. Yeah.
That does.
So that kind of pulls
sense.
them, you know what I mean? Like that kind of pulls them over as well. And yes, it's more work for us, but at the same time, like if it works, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Well, and I'm glad you're in here talking about this right now, especially because like I said, this is something that I've been hearing over the last couple of weeks, and you know, I brought up in here a few times, but just having you be able to confirm a lot of what I'm hearing,
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
has been good. You know, and if we continue to work without this in mind, then
Mhm.
if that day comes that, you know, Facebook puts the hammer down, we're all
Right.
gonna drop to our knees.
We have to
And
prepare. Mhm.
yeah, so this preparation time that we're building right now is key
Right.
to being able to make this transition.
Right.
What were the
Yeah.
name of those apps you said you use on the business page? And do you download them in the Play Store or on Facebook?
Play Store or the iPhone app, whatever you know they call that, the Apple Store. But it's the Creative Studio.
Okay.
Okay, and then it's also the Business Suite, and I'm gonna put those in the chat here for you, those
I
that are
heard
in
the
the.
business suite. I don't know if it was it you that was telling me about that one, but that one I've heard
Yeah.
is good.
Yeah, and it is good. The only thing that it's got bugs.
Oh, does it? Okay. I mean, they've got to work that out, but if it works, you know, that's worth it.
Oh, I'm sorry. The first one's wrong. It's Creator Studio, not Creator Suite.
Creator Studio.
Yeah, Creator Studio and Business Suite. But the Creator Studio, Marissa, remember, so that's what I was telling them right before you came in, is you remember when we used to do those $5 things and the Kingdom of Blingdom on our lives and our actual screen?
Like the little graphic thing?
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and everybody would always ask you and you'd send them to me.
Yes.
Okay, so those things were originally made in an AR developer program on Facebook, right?
Okay.
And remember, and I told you that it was getting harder to do them. It's
Yes.
because they've transitioned a lot of that stuff to this Creator Studio.
Oh,
So
okay.
the Creator Studio is actually where you would have made those, like when they were becoming difficult. And that's
Okay.
why I didn't transition over to it, because I wasn't understanding what they were doing. So
Okay.
Creator Studio is where you would go to make them. And so now that used to be only available on the PC, but now they've made it an app. And that's why they're starting to enforce some of this other stuff, because before they a lot of people had the excuse that, well, I can't use that on my phone, so I can't go live on my page, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So now that they're transitioning this, that's why I guess they're basically turning up the bots to remove people gradually, but at the same time, they're turning up the bots for the algorithms in the business page. So like they're giving you a boost if you go there, but they're starting to hammer down here. But that
Okay.
Creator Studio, apparently you can go and you can make those same filters now.
Yeah.
Through that
Well,
app.
that's cool. Okay. Well, I just downloaded that business suite one.
Yeah, and like I said, there are bugs. There's some things that it says that it'll do, and that one day it'll do, and the next day it won't. And I've had to like uninstall and reinstall mine like once or twice.
Yeah.
Now, Christopher, the business suite, is it business suite?
Yeah, SUITE, like a you know, like a studio apartment or a suite. SUITE.
Okay, I was just wondering because I haven't checked that one out. I only got the Creator app that you told me to use.
Yeah, and that one's Creator Studio, but right.
Okay.
So, like I said, for all of you guys, like Marissa said too, don't panic. You know, but it's something that you may want to consider, especially if you start losing viewers or your numbers start going down at all. That might be a sign that you want to transition. You want to get over there. You know, so I would make you a business page as a backup regardless, and then start working that page. It isn't going to hurt you regardless. Go ahead, June.
Okay. I got the two things written down. Is this on Facebook, this business page?
Yeah,
Yes.
a Facebook business page. So you build the Facebook business page, and then you use those apps to work your business page. And that's
Okay.
actually going to be kind of cool for us, because that way, you know, when you're working your business, you're working your business because you're either in one of those apps working your business on your business page, or you're in Facebook and you're playing.
Okay,
You see what
so
I'm saying?
yeah, but what devices can you use and which ones can't? Because most of the time, my best seeing eye dog is on my computer, not on my phone.
Yeah, you can use them on your phone or computer. It doesn't matter. They're available
Oh,
on
good.
both.
Oh, good. Okay. Thank
But
you.
do you see where I'm
Okay.
going with that, Marissa? That would be
Yes.
nice eventually, if we're working our businesses through our business suite and the creator
Right.
suite studio.
Right. Yeah. I
Right.
think
If you
so.
know, if you're not spending any time in there, you're not working your business hard enough.
Right. But you know what, you guys, like, I think that these apps, like those things that are created, they're there to make our job easier, not harder. Like these things that people come out with, these suites and stuff like this, and scheduling posts and stuff like that, they really are meant to make it a little bit easier for us to lighten our load, and so that we're not constantly connected to our phone. And I know that's a really hard thing in any sales business, let's just be honest, but in entrepreneurship, we're glued to our phone. So if we can schedule out a little bit, like I said, even taking an hour in once a week and saying, I'm gonna diligently schedule at least one post every single day into my business page, then you don't have to worry about it through the week. Then you can continue to work your business where you're choosing, but that you're still working that by having that post for you daily.
And think about this too, that this isn't just a Facebook issue. Like this is happening everywhere with everyone. Instagram, right. TikTok, you know, TikTok has a business TikTok and then a personal TikTok. Instagram, they're getting to where they're, and look, these business suites and creator studios and Facebook pages directly easily like they're all linked to your Instagram. They're linked to these other places that are trying to build this business network.
Yeah.
You know, this isn't about just Facebook or just about paparazzi. Like this is a business networking plan that these multi-millionaire conglomerates are trying to make it easy for everybody to make money.
Yeah, it really is. Okay.
And that's why I think it's so cool, and it relates so much with us, especially because of the network marketing. You know, this is our bread and butter here, is our network marketing and social platforms. So, you know, the way I see it is they're just making it easier for us to make our money.
Right.
And is it better to use one app over the other, or both apps?
At this point, I can't answer that, but I would seriously suggest doing kind of something similar to that, like using the business suite whenever you're just going to make a post about your business on your page. And then from there, like your business page will automatically share to your group. If you have a VIP group and you have them connected, it will automatically share it to your group as well, just by clicking a bubble. So you can kill two birds with one stone by just opening up the business suite, painting a post. As long as you have the group page and your business page linked, then you can actually send the post to both of your businesses at the same time. And then you can go into your Facebook and you can share it to your personal wall or scroll your pages or whatever. But the more often you're going into that business suite or creator studio and you're working your business, that's the more often that you're going to be out there being seen, you know? And here's the thing, if you log into Business Suite and go to post on your business on your page, it's going to post as the name of your page. It's not going to post as Michelle Badger. It's going to post as Michelle's $5 Bling or whatever the name of your page is. It's going to be, kind of a weird thing to get used to. And that's why I'm saying I would make one and I would play around with it and I would kind of learn it and see what you can do and what you can't do. Don't do anything different necessarily with your page yet. Do what you're doing like you're already doing it. But start telling people to go and like your page. Go and like my page.
Yeah. Get it moving and get the traction to it now. Even like make it a goal of like get your first 100 followers, get your first 500 followers, building it up and doing little giveaways won't hurt to do that as well. And just get people to like your page. Your friends and your customers that you currently have, get them going over there first.
Yeah, for sure. And then, work your business magic and just start networking and making sure people like your page.
Yes.
And I think that it's going to be an easy transition, but there's so many more opportunities once you get there to be able to just do a one-time thing. Like I said, being, like now, if we go and we make a post on our personal wall, then we got to go share it to our VIP group. Then we got to go share it to our business page. Then we got to share it to a story or whatever the case may be. But in this case, you can go to the business suite, make one post. Hey, how about joining my team? Here's the packages, blah, blah, blah. And you can then hit one button and you can share it to Instagram, your VIP group, and your business page all at the same time.
Yeah, I like it. Working smarter, not harder.
And the business pages have stories.
Yes.
And the stories are even more, they're more elaborate in Facebook businesses pages than they are in our personal walls, because the ones in the story are the ones that I've told you can actually put a link, like click here to buy now, and you can put the link to the product right there in the business page. So, it's a win-win if you think about it.
It is. And also your stories, you can have your stories on Facebook share to your stories on Instagram if you have them linked to your business pages.
Yeah. See, so it's beneficial all the way around, the way I see it. I think we just need to start putting all of what we've learned in our Facebook and start putting it all over there as well. And you're going to be able to hit the boat from all ends.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we did talk about this.
Yes. Me too.
Let me see. Is there anything that you got going on, Marissa, that I know?
Well, okay. I'm just going to be honest. Let's see who's here. Let me look who's here first.
Remember, we are live on YouTube, so there is a replay.
Snaps. No, I won't say anything bad. But I'll just be honest with you guys. I got suspended today. Because compliance is not a fun thing. And I'm just going to let you see my messed up face too, because I've been crying and I'm just a mess. But so compliance, first of all, is a completely different department than paparazzi. Okay. It's not like you can say, because I have a personal relationship with the founders at this point, you can't go to the founders and be like, hey, I was just suspended. Can you do something about it? The compliance department is a whole department of lawyers. They are completely separate from paparazzi. They're hired from paparazzi, but that's as far as it goes. They have no control over anything. And the compliance is a 35-page compliance. It's hard to understand. It's written, I believe, in a very lawyer talk. And so it's
like the Bible.
Right? Can I get the what do they call it? The easy version. So it happens. It happens to everyone. I just got off the phone with
and you're
Andrea.
Gonna get haters.
Yes, Andrea Hutchinson, guys. She's one of the OGs, and she's like, I get in trouble with compliance too. Like compliance sends me like little things too. So be careful is what I'll say. Even the thing is that they suspend you and then you've got to fix what it is. And it's crappy. I'm not going to lie that it is really crappy to try to log in and not be able to. And you can't do anything when you're suspended. You cannot sell. You cannot advertise product. You really are shut down. So
you don't have a join link at that time.
No link. No. I've had this happen, guys. I've had compliance on my butt for a really long time. People have nothing better to do than to report you. It's unfortunate. It just is what it is. Maybe if they would spend more time in their own business, they'd be a little bit more successful, but
Look, let's be truthful here, right? This is a business comprised of 90% women.
Yes.
And women are catty, and women can rub each other the wrong way, and then the next one woman doesn't like the other woman, and they tribe together. You guys know how it works, right? And so it's easy to build haters in this business.
It is. And I was just trying to talk to my 2 oldest daughters about this because they're so used to working paparazzi with me now. This is their summer job. So when I had to say, well, we're not selling at the moment, they were like, wait, what? I had to talk to them and they were like, but why? Right. And I said, you know what? When people see you succeeding, when people see you doing good, they want to stop you. And if anybody knows me, like, I'm going through the trials and tribulations, but nothing will stop me. Nothing is going to say, Marissa's out. Right. So, my, suspension is because Andre is a private chef and, paparazzi does not want you
promoting any other businesses with yours. Dang.
And when it comes down to it, even me sharing a meal that we had, like a barbecue, because he's a chef, I can't.
That is so petty.
I know.
Oh my God, that just infuriates me for you.
What was the post actually?
That is dumb.
It was just of a meal?
There was multiple screenshots turned in. I'm like, oh, okay, you have time to scroll through. Okay. But I think what drew it over the board was Andre had some magnetic like advertisement stuff put on the car. And someone took a picture of me in the car in the driver's seat with that on the door and turned it into compliance.
Wow.
Bitch slap time.
That's just petty.
Yes.
You share a car. That's just petty crap,
It
man.
is.
I'm sorry, hon. That's just crap.
We rolling
But
with
look-
the punches, though.
But
that
here's
they
the thing,
want
guys.
you-
And you guys all got to consider too that like every relationship that we build in here, whether it's a customer or another consultant, is a relationship that could go bad.
It is. It is.
And so it could be a customer that didn't get their product on time. It could be a consultant that didn't get a prize that they're supposed to won. It could be for a million and one reasons.
I'm not a fan of the canceling, and then it's basically you're guilty until proven innocent. I don't care for that they do that, but I just want to let you guys know that it happens. It happens to me. It happens to the top elites, and it'll happen to, somebody who just joined. It doesn't, there's no like,
well, the top woman in paparazzi, the top salesperson in paparazzi no longer sells paparazzi because compliance came at her for something that's what they do. They're lawyers, right? But somebody was petty and turned her in and got her up, kind of like wrinkled because she felt that she shouldn't have been turned in for that. And, it caused her to quit selling paparazzi altogether. And paparazzi can't say, okay, well, we're going to go ahead and overlook it. Please come back. They can't negotiate with her in any way. So
it's like their job duties. If you think about the people who are employed inside of paparazzi that are, that I could be like, Summer, right? Because I wanted to be like, Summer, what are you doing to me? That's not her job. Her job description is her job description, and compliance's job description is their job description. So best thing, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, not you. I was talking to my granddaughter. Sorry.
That's okay. The best thing to do is to fix what they tell you to fix and move
on.
So
Yeah.
how
And
you just have to delete the pictures, or
I have to delete pictures and posts. I had to take the magnets off of the car that I'm driving in.
How stupid.
Now that one doesn't make sense to me.
Hang on. I got a mom real quick. Hang on.
Okay.
How long do they keep you there when they shut you down for compliance issues?
So they send you an email telling you the things that you've done to go against compliance and what you have to do to fix them. And then once you fix them, you send them the proof that it's removed, and they will open up your account again.
Yeah. So, and you're at the mercy of when they get back to you, because when you email back in and say, I've removed all the things or whatever, or I fixed the offense, then you sit in waiting. It's not an automatic, like, oh, okay, I turned in the stuff and I fixed what you told me to fix, and now I would appreciate my account reinstated, right? It doesn't work that way. It's basically when they get back to you, and it stinks.
I don't understand though, is the one of the truck with the magnet on the side, like that doesn't make no sense to me.
Well, because it's not saying paparazzi. It's saying private chef Andre Clark.
And it's promoting a separate business, and they don't want you to do that.
But I mean, what if that was your husband's vehicle? You know what I mean? Like, you can't.
But I'm driving it, basically, like, because the picture they got was me driving. I'm like, I didn't even look cute. Thanks. Totally took a picture of me. Like, I'm like, who does that too, though? You know, like,
It was
okay, we're gonna pray for the inner peace, guys.
We're just gonna pray for those people, because obviously they have nothing better to do.
Right.
Yeah.
That's kind of, I'm not happy about it, but I just want to, not that I want to bash anything today, but I just want you guys to be aware. And so that maybe, like, if this happens to you down the line, hopefully it doesn't, hopefully it never happens to any of you, but if it does, you'll be able to say, I remember that one Zoom I was on with Marissa, and she was suspended and it sucked, but she gave me some great tips to move along from it. And just remember that you cannot sell when you're suspended. You cannot sell. The thing, I was like, it's wall drop Wednesday. I was dropping wall drops. And then you can't sell. Can't.
And just to put this out there, that's the whole reason why when one of us that are our leaders do come to you and say, oh, hey, I just want to let you know. We're not letting you know just because, you know, like we're trying to throw our fling around. We're trying to let you know that if that happens, you know, you're going to be dealing with this issue and you don't want to deal with it. So it's like a cover your own ass situation.
Yeah. Yep. How long does
and if you don't know how to cover it, you know, we're your diapers.
Yeah, we got your back.
How long does it last?
And as long as it takes for you to fix the problem and then them get confirmation of it. And like she said, that like you can fix it today, send them an email, and they may not get to it until Monday.
Yeah, it sucks. You're really at the mercy. I got no new releases today. It's just life, guys. It's what it is. And if that person won, right? If I said, forget it, I'm out, how happy would they be? So you just got to keep moving, keep pushing past that, and know that, Sarah just told me that, you know, you're doing something good when the haters don't stop.
That's right. Yeah. And you just got to come back that much stronger.
Yeah.
Well, and like I said, more importantly, just cover your own butt and make sure that you're following compliance rules, you know, and if you're being fair and the other person isn't, eventually the other person isn't going to be there.
Yeah. And I have had compliance take my side. I want to say they're not all bad. I have had them, they do cancel you and then they say, okay, well, you know, fix these offenses or whatever. I've had customer say that they got a package and half of the jewelry was in it. And I'm like, okay, I could see like a piece or two, like I've messed up before, but a whole half of a package, like you want to tell me 11 pieces are missing, right? So, but because that customer had complained to paparazzi, they suspend you and then ask you, hey, you've been suspended because of this allegation. If you have proof of otherwise, go ahead and turn it back in. But until then, you're going to remain suspended. So I have had situations like that, and paparazzi has, and compliance has come back and said, we're going to go ahead in your favor. You're correct. You've shown the correct information. So always have the correct information. If it's tracking numbers, like if it's a customer saying, I didn't get a package, make sure that you are tracking your shipping in some sort of way. And just like he said, cover your butt. Like, unfortunately, this is not like our company. This is their company. So we've got to follow their rules.
Right. Go
I
ahead,
have a
Helen.
question. I have a
Well, one
question.
quick, Helen put her hand up real quick. So
Oh,
I go by
okay,
the
I'll
hand
wait.
first.
I don't even know how to raise the hand.
So
Where
there's
is that?
3 little dots where it says more in there. It's in there. So just out of curiosity, how could you prove how many like pieces you mailed them? Is
Right.
it by the weight or what?
That's what I did have to submit. I was like, okay, so she had it was over 20 pieces because her invoice was over $100. So I was like, how would I have mailed a package that was almost a pound if it wasn't all in there? So I mean, I think that they honestly probably use their best judgment too. You know, if it looks like, well, you know, this consultant's been with us for a long time and hasn't had, if you have a track record, they're going to see it. I mean, I do have a compliance track record, but I'm still here. Yeah. So I
Okay,
guess
thank you.
that's
Because I
how
was
you would
just
show it.
like, I'm like,
Yeah.
how could you really show
I
that?
know.
You ship them unless you're taking pictures of the
Yeah.
insides of the packages.
You
Which
know
Right.
what?
is
And the
nuts.
customer probably screwed themselves, and they probably got one piece shorted, and then
Yeah.
said, "Well, you know what? I'm going to say
Right.
half of it."
Oh,
And then
Well,
that
she
yeah.
person
just
got
wanted her
screwed now
money
because
back.
now they're out all of it.
Yeah, she wanted her money back. Like, I think she needed the money and she thought she could just say, hey, I think she said, like, this was the last time she said something like, just go ahead and cancel that last invoice. And I was like, well, I already shipped everything together, you know? And she just went to Square and disputed the charge. So it was like such a pain in the butt. It really,
wow.
it happens, you know, 4 years we've been doing this and I've seen a lot of different things. Just cover your butt as much as you can. That's all we can do.
Michelle, you had something you wanted to say, hon?
Yeah, like for instance, I've been seeing some posts lately from other consultants where they'll post a picture of our jewelry and then they post a picture of jewelry that's exactly the same from another store. And
I'm not sure if we can do that.
And they're posting the price and the name
saw
of the
that.
store. And I'm like, oh, I don't think you should do that because you're calling out the other store. You know what I mean?
know, and I don't know if that's a compliance issue.
Or
Chris,
just
you know?
Or just an unprofessional one,
Right.
Or
Chris,
no, I honestly, I don't know either, you know, because I don't know, you know, I mean, they, by all rights, you would think that it would be okay,
right?
You know, to show that other stores are selling product at the same price point, you know, or, you know, of the same product, but at a higher price point. But at the same time, I personally wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I used to do it a lot. I want to say, like, I used to really do a lot of the side by sides. And then I want to say I heard something, not that it was factual, but I think I heard something about that not being either etiquette or against compliance. And I'm not trying to get in trouble for either of them. So I saw that today. I saw that posted in the Blingers and I thought, not exactly sure if we're supposed to post that or not. So I left it alone.
Yeah, I left it alone too. I didn't say anything or private message or anything.
Yeah,
but
I feel like it's different if you got on a live and said, oh my gosh, because I've done this where I've said, oh my gosh, you guys, I was just in Target today and I saw a pair of these earrings like this. They weren't exactly the same, but they were $14.99, guys. These are only $5. So I've done something like that and I feel like that's okay. But
I think so too. I think that's okay too.
I don't know.
I don't know because there, when I first started as a consultant, there was this picture going around of the green emerald, like the green blockbuster that we have, that really thick. What is it? The chunky. I can't remember what it's called.
I know.
Blaze of Glory.
Might be, yeah, but we have the the black one, the green one, and then the peach one. Well, the green one, it was in a display case at Kohl's with a different name attached to it, like another string with a paper thing, but it was, you could tell it was a different company, like Aloha Designs or something like that, right? And it had a price tag on it, reduced down to $29.99. But you could tell that it was the paparazzi necklace. Like I always wondered if that would have been like compliant, you know, because it was kind of cool to see. And I think I might have posted that saying something like, you know, hey, check this out, the same necklace that we sell, the exact same necklace we sell for $5 is on sale for $30.
Right.
But yeah, I think probably out of just etiquette, it probably isn't.
Yeah.
I don't know. Staying
better
there
safe than sorry.
Yeah.
I saw somebody who posted on Facebook page, not on Facebook page, but it was posted on Facebook, and it said paparazzi sold its earrings for $5, and they had a second earring from another store with a different name, and it looked, the price, the tag looked the same, almost the same, but it got a different name, and it was $29 for the earring, and these earrings are blue.
I'm just curious. So, how many of you guys now, when you watch TV, do you notice and look at everybody's jewelry? Like, I don't even care. Like, I look at every necklace. I look at every bracelet.
I look at their earrings. As a matter of fact, I watched the Bachelorette show. How silly, right? And she's wearing paparazzi jewelry. I swear to goodness. Like, I've seen it so many times. Like the hanging ones that look like hoops, but they're round, and then they have these little, you know, the flowers, the different colored flowers on them that hang from them. It's kind of acrylic almost. We have white ones, black ones, gray ones.
Right.
I've seen those so many times on the girls in this show, like crazy. But I notice jewelry on anybody everywhere at any time.
You know what's funny though is there was an actual movie, and I can't remember what movie it was, but there was a movie that I saw that it seemed like every other lady that was in there, like they were wearing paparazzi. Like it seemed like everybody was wearing paparazzi. And then I wonder if the costume designer or the costume dresser just has a whole bunch of paparazzi jewelry that they bought and put it in their little stash, you know. But I've seen it on Family Feud. I've seen it on the news. I've seen it on, there was a show me and Sarah was watching. 600-Pound Life, where one of the girls was, she was not only wearing it, but she was a consultant because I saw her pegboard behind her.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Wow.
That's
I even saw this one store called Factory to You. It was in Stockton off of Hammer Lane. They closed it down before they changed it over to Rainbow. That store had a wall full of paparazzi jewelry, men and women, before they got shut down. And I was buying some of those jewelry from them before I
Were they selling it for $5?
Yeah, they were all $5.
Oh wow.
It had paparazzi tag on it.
Well, and you got to think those. I mean, that was years ago too. That there's been a lot of compliance rules and laws that have changed too. So yeah, I doubt that it would be happening nowadays, but it is kind of funny though. The paparazzi is a lot more out there than we even realize, but yet at the same time, it's still not. So many people don't even know about it.
No, so many people just like out here. You think that you hear Utah and you think paparazzi, like everybody knows it out here, like St. George, like everybody knows it. I just went to Starbucks today. I know it's my place. Don't judge me. And the girl, I was like, oh my God, your hair is so cute. She goes, thanks. I just put extensions in. And so I gave her a compliment, right? I already knew I was going to give her a free piece. I had it already out. And so I'm chatting with her for a second. And then I say, well, here, this is for you. It's a cute bracelet. It's paparazzi. Have you ever heard of it? And she's like, no, what's paparazzi? Guys, this is in St. George. Like, people do not know what it is in its own hometown. So in all of across the United States, people don't know. They just don't know. It's not out there enough.
Right.
There's a lot of people in Las Vegas that don't know of it either.
Yeah.
I actually went to a friend of mine's house last weekend in Vegas, and I set up a table out there near the strip, and I sold $500 worth of jewelry. I was like crazy busy. Like, I had to have my friend help me, and he's like, I'm a guy, I don't do this stuff. And I'm like, you do today.
That's right. We got to enlist the help.
Are all of you active? How many in here are is everybody active in here?
Today's the 7th.
I am not, but I will be when I get home this evening.
So Michelle, you've got this.
So shame on me. I just got active today.
Crystal,
But
that's
you
okay.
got
You got active today.
You got active.
Yeah. Okay. Tony says she's not. Let's get her active. How can we help you? Remember, all it takes is to sell 15 pieces and then reinvest that 100%. And that will get you. I mean, I know that some people will say, oh, I hate having to buy only 25 pieces that, I got to pay shipping, or I don't get that extra hostess reward. But I'm going to tell you, there's a big difference between your name having 50 PV next to it and your name having 0 PV next to it. So try to make it happen.
Don't forget website sales count.
Yeah, website sales count too. How about you, Anna or Samantha?
No, I'm not active yet.
Are you close? Where you at?
I'm at nothing right now.
Oh no, do you need some help?
No, I don't know. I had some personal issues over this past holiday. I really don't like the 4th of July, and it gets me really depressed.
Oh,
and so
I understand.
I spent the majority of the time in bed until my friend made me get out of bed and come and hang out with her, because she knows how much I don't like this holiday.
Well, I'm glad she did.
So I just got to get back into things and
do you have
do some more
jewelry,
lives?
Samantha?
And what's that, Marissa?
Do you have jewelry?
I have some
on, because I know you're newer. So I was going to say, I know that you probably are waiting on some shipments, but do you have, I was going to say, do me a favor. Okay. We'll call this the Marissa favor for anybody not active right now. Anybody who's not active, I want you guys to pull 15 pieces from your jewelry that you love and try to sell them. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not one to even go on camera at the moment. Like, I'm just letting you guys see me like this, but I know that it's hard when we go through things, and I know that it's really hard to focus on jewelry when your life feels a little chaotic, and I can speak because I'm going through that. But if you don't make your business a priority through your chaos, through your unhappy, through your harder times, it's going to fail. And I know, because I've let my foot off of the gas in my circumstances where I was struggling or having a hard time. And I know that putting 15 pieces on my counter, I can do. I can put 15 pieces on a counter, and I can say, I can do a flash sale. I can just, with your phone over it. You can take picture of it and like do a photo editing app or something and say number 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 15, and say, putting in my active order tonight, grab one of these pieces. I want you guys to do that. Anyone who's not active right now, pull 15 pieces, and try. That's all you got to do is just try. If you don't sell all 15, it's okay. You're still going to be in a way better place. Even if you sell 0, you're still going to feel so much better about your efforts in your business. And if you're anything like me, when I'm succeeding in my business, it makes me feel better. I feel better, like, oh, I'm doing something right. Okay. So go do something right. Go do 15 pieces.
And you don't even have to talk when you do that, like a quick, scan of, because I know, like, me personally, I don't always want to be seen and I don't want to be heard. I just want to be left alone and in my little quiet spot. So I took notes from you, Marissa, and I made a TikTok the other day with a white foam board, and I added a fun little song to the background, and then I saved it.
I saw that.
And yeah, I put that on Facebook. I mean, like you said, it's better than nothing. And sometimes you don't sell pieces, but like at least I got pieces out there, and I was
tried
on Facebook.
Yes.
And here's a little tip too, when you're doing those kind of things too, put out there, hey, I have a goal to sell 15 pieces tonight. Right. These are the 15 pieces that are my top picks. Who wants which one? Don't even leave it like, do you, come shop them. Like, who wants which piece?
Okay, I've done that. That works. Chris is right. It works. And so I would share it like to my story or to my VIP group. And I would say, tell me which one is your favorite. And Olivia, take him out. And someone's going to win one of these for free. I've also done like someone's going to win free shipping. But it gets them watching your video. And especially if it's a flash sale, it's super fast.
Shut a mom for a minute.
I know how that goes. Mine just got home from the park, from swimming, actually.
Oh, I want to go swimming.
Look what just came in.
Mine are grown adults, and I still have to keep them.
I'm trying to see it. What? I'm trying to see what you're showing. Oh, those are pretty.
No, not the earrings, the things to hang on.
Oh, your zip tie. Oh, that's awesome.
For my vendor thingy on Saturday.
Yes.
Yay, June. I'm so excited. I get so excited to hear you talk about your vendor events.
My husband bought me 3 new tables out of the blue.
Good. See, he sees the value.
Yeah, well, I don't know. He's a hard sell, but
he wouldn't have bought those tables if he didn't believe in this.
Yeah, that's true. But getting him to admit it is another thing,
That's okay. We don't need him to admit it. We know.
Yeah. Well, I needed more table room, and I figure I could put the Scarlet Shimmer going down and put them closer to where the kids can see them and hang them.
Yeah.
Kind of like they do at the Dollar Tree,
And it's it's better than it being in the plastic because they can see it, touch it, feel it.
Yeah. And did you order those from somewhere, or did you make them yourself?
No, they're from Amazon.
Okay.
They're
They're called clip strips.
There you go.
Love them.
And you just keep going down.
Here's a tip. The Dollar Tree will give those to you for free.
I tried. They wouldn't.
They wouldn't give it. Oh, maybe they stopped.
They said they have to throw them away. Kind of like the commissary says when they have something like this. They say, I went to all 4. There's 4 in a mile of me.
Oh.
And
have you asked Walmart? Because when I worked at Walmart, we had this lady named Clip Strip Sandy. And she literally, that was her job, is to go fill all of those clip strips that are around the store. And so whenever anybody would ask for one of those, they go ask Clip Strip Sandy, and she used to give them away. I don't know, maybe they changed the rules, but you might ask Walmart too.
I didn't even think of Walmart, but I told my husband what I needed.
How much were those?
How much are they on
They're
Amazon?
like $1 something. They were 12 for $10.
Okay.
I just told my husband what I needed, and he ordered them.
I love it.
So now
would you mind sharing that link with us? Can you just share that link?
The what?
Can you share the link of the Amazon one that you bought?
Okay. Yeah, I'll have him do it because he's the one that did it on his phone.
Okay. So. Okay. Just so we can know which ones. Thank you. That's a great idea.
Love
Good
it.
idea.
So, Marissa, were you in mid? You were in mid sentence when you had to mute, I think.
Oh shoot, what was I talking about?
Well, we were trying to give them tips on getting active, and we were last talking about, I had said.
Oh, I remember what I was going to say. Okay, so there's an app for everything, right? So the kids actually that my older teenagers told me about this app called Capcut. It's CAPCUT. And what it is, it's an editing app. And so what I've been doing is, I told you I gave my older girls a summer job. So my 15-year-old, I have her pull 10-piece flash sales and I have her record them. No, she's not on the camera. It's just recording of wherever she's doing it at. And she doesn't say anything. She just does it like that, right? And it's a video. Now I try to tell her 60 seconds or less, and she saves it to my camera roll. And what you do is this Capcut, you upload that video and you can add music. You can add all kinds of really cool, like calming sounds to the background of it. So the other morning, the kids were like watching cartoons and it was just so loud. But I'm like, Mom's got stuff to do. I need to do a flash sale. So I recorded it and then I just added sound on top of it. It's a free app. And that's a great way to, it looks professional. It looks cool. You can do like effects. There's different effects that you can add on there. But that would be a great way to do your 15 pieces. So lay out 15 pieces. And it's always good if you have multiples. If you're doing a flash sale like that and you're only showing a few of those pieces, try to show ones that you have multiples of, so that you potentially are selling more than 15 pieces. And then just add a little music to it and just make it something fun to post, you guys. There's a lot of, I know that sometimes we get stuck in the monotony of going live and that's how we sell, but there's so many other ways to sell than to go live. So try it, guys. Try that. Download that app, or if you have another one that you like, just make it fun.
Sounds really good.
Yeah, and if you are wondering like what it looks like, you guys can go to my profile and just click like on my timeline and you can see how I've been doing it.
I have a question, Marissa. Not to keep talking about it, but do you still earn commissions while suspended? Wow.
No.
Tyler I was explaining it. He came home at like, while I was talking, he's like, what?
Yeah.
And we're talking about it and I was like, oh,
You cannot, I can't see our numbers. I can't see anything.
And it's just a waiting game.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
So I can't go see your numbers either.
Can't go in and see them.
I'm just kidding. I haven't been in since that one day. But I wanted to tell you, Marissa, that you bring up a good point too about the emotional factor, like when you're drained or you're just not feeling good or any of that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look, every one of us enjoy doing what we do with this paparazzi, right? So like you get some people that like they get emotional or they get mad even or angry and they go and they clean, or they get mad and they're angry and they go out and they work in their garden, or you get mad and they're angry and you're
focusing that attention somewhere else.
Right. But if you were to focus that attention on something you love, like your business, that's a perfect time to go that extra mile in your business and dig deeper. And you're probably going to find yourself posting and doing wall drops and hitting those sales and getting more and more frequently that way if you use that as your emotional escape.
You will. And that's why you see so many people so successful in paparazzi that will tell you they have depression, they have childhood trauma, they have anxiety, they have all of these different things. Some people just have health problems and just can't, because this is a job that you can work with all of these struggles. And I think that like if you just would try, that's the biggest thing, is just try. And I know that it's easy to say like to just walk away from it, because we don't really have a boss, right? We don't have a boss that's going to tell you, you've got to go live today. You've got to sell 5 pieces today, whatever it is, right? I can tell you, and the daily posts can tell you, Kimberly Howard can tell you, Trent Kirby can tell you, we can all tell you what you should be doing in your business. But if you're not making the conscious effort, even in those struggle times, you're not showing yourself what you're made of. Like Chris is right. When you throw yourself into something, you see that grow. If you are struggling with something, just talk about it. Talk about it with your following. Social media can be used for good or bad, right? And so there's so many people out there that struggle with the same things that each one of us that are here are going through too. They just don't talk about it. When I kind of opened up a little bit a few weeks ago, I got outpouring support, and it made me feel vulnerable to talk about it. It made me feel like sick to my stomach, legit, to say, hey, I'm struggling. I'm having this or that problem. But the outpour of, I'm like, I would have never known that you had depression. I would have never known that you had marital problems or whatever it was, right? Like all these people started messaging me, and the love and the outpouring. So those, I don't remember who it was that said that they were struggling.
Well, Samantha's the one that was having a hard time 4th of July, but, and I totally love what you're saying, because it's one of those things that, like, you know, some of these people, you know, you get the negative Nancy's and the crying Karens that are always, you know, like just negative, just everything is just all bad, right?
Yeah.
We don't listen to those people no more, because they're just always negative. But if you're genuinely being yourself on a regular basis, and you genuinely are having a hard time, and you tell somebody, you're going to get those people that genuinely care that are going to respond. And I think that that's also building those relationships when you find those people that do care.
Yeah.
Oh, I also wanted to tell everybody, if you can't get anything, like if you're going live, and I've seen some ladies have some things that goes over their phone, and it brings the jewelry closer. I went out and bought one of these auto lights.
Is it like a magnifier? Oh yeah, I've seen those.
It's got a magnifier. It got a second piece to change color. I paid $14.99. It's on sale over that Hobby Lobby.
Have you tried it yet?
This is a traveling one.
Have you done a live with it yet?
I did it today.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go look and see what it looked like.
Cool. It come out more closer. I just thought to let you guys ladies know that I got this. I go,
yeah.
I'm trying to make everything so perfect. I even went out and bought you know those stands where you could put the jewelry on it? I bought 2 of those big ones. I even bought the one that holds the bracelet. I got the one for hold the earring. I got the ring holder. All that was 50% off.
Oh, she got a deal. I love a deal.
We always looking for deals, right?
Yeah.
So Samantha, do you feel a little bit better about some of the things that we've talked about and maybe giving you some ideas?
Yeah, I went out. I went where I had all my jewelry put, because I did have it set out so that I could do lives with it, or I could do flash sales or whatever. But I also run a daycare during the day, and the little ones like to touch all the pretties. And so I ended up putting it away. And so I went and pulled it out, and I've got 16 pieces.
Yay!
Is what I have left.
Oh, that's what you have left?
Yeah, that's what I have left out of my starter kit.
Look at that, you guys. I told her to get 15. She had exactly 16 left. That's awesome. Okay, we're all going to root you on for that.
Yeah, for sure.
This holiday just kind of sucks. I kind of go into my own little bubble for a couple weeks before 4th of July and about a couple weeks after 4th of July. It's just, I know there's a lot of people out there that are in the same boat as I am when it comes to it. I was sexually assaulted. on the 4th of
Sorry.
July.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So, it's a really hard time for me right
Yeah.
now.
I understand.
But I am trying. I
Yeah.
post in my groups that I'm in. I have a counselor I see regularly. I actually have an appointment with her tomorrow.
Good.
So,
well, and doesn't that help just to be able to know that you have us that you can actually tell too, and that we care?
Right.
Yeah, it's a very difficult time for me.
Well, thank you for like being open enough to even to say that, because it's very difficult to say that out loud. And so I'll be praying for you and peace to come over you, because the unpeacefulness is not fun. And I'm proud of you for being here. I'm proud of you for continuing to work your business. Even if you're not active, you are still working your business. And I'm excited to see you sling these last 16 pieces of jewelry.
And I find this amazing that she just came in here just less than a month ago, like met us all, you know, and became part of the family. She's in the Zooms all the time, and she's felt comfortable enough to share that with us. It just makes me feel like this is good for all of us.
It is. And it's so much more than $5 jewelry. And this is why. Yes, we love cute earrings and we love accessories, but we build unity as a team. The relationships that we build within each other, where whether you know a person really well or you just know that they're part of your team, you have us to fall back on. And I'm a true testament of that. Crystal text, I just read your text again, Crystal, because when you had sent it, it wasn't really there. So I read it again, and to Crystal was saying that she's noticed that there's more blinger leaders stepping up and stepping out, and it's awesome to know that your tribe of people are there behind you, whether you're going through the most amazing point in your life or the worst part in your life. These people, your teammates, become your family if you let them. So let us help you, Samantha.
I love it. I love it.
I am definitely trying. I definitely try to do my best when it comes to this time. I always take my kids to do something. I always try to make it a better time than what it was. And so this year we really didn't do anything, but I usually try to make sure I take them to like a car show or fireworks or something, so that I can try to think about something different than what that day represents. I try to make it a better day than what it was. So I'm also getting excited because I have a yard sale this weekend, and what I don't sell in my flash sales this week, I got them put it out for my yard sale. And the only thing that I have, I was going to call customer service today and I forgot, and they're closed now. But my problem is the person that I got under me, Becky, Chris,
right?
She got kicked out of her house last weekend. So she moved back in with me. So obviously we can't have two consultants at the same house.
Mm-mm.
So we need
Can
to
she
figure
still
out
get
what
her
to
boxes where she was at?
No.
Mm.
The
She's
only
gonna have to
thing
get her
she
boxes
got,
somewhere else.
the only thing that she got was her starter kit. She hasn't done anything else since she started.
The thing is, you can get canceled for that, and you don't want that. Yeah.
Right. And that's why I said we had to call customer service and figure out what it is exactly that we need to do. And I was going to
Somebody has to have a different address. That's the only thing you can do.
Yeah.
Well, do they send it to, like, if she got a P.O. box, would they send it to a P.O. box, or does it actually have to be a physical address?
It does have to be a physical, because it's FedEx. FedEx doesn't deliver to P.O. boxes.
Okay, well, she already said, I'm more established in this right now, and so she has no problem stepping back.
So then she'll probably, so maybe you should call in. Chris, do you have any other advice? I just would hate to see her get in trouble.
You know what I would do is I personally would, as you being the you know, the upline on that, I would just email compliance and say, hey, you know, one of my downlines is struggling, and I reached out to help her out because I, you know, she's part of my family now. She's part of my paparazzi family, and she's my downline. She needed a place to stay, and I've offered her to stay with me. What does that leave us in this certain time? Would one of us need to put our business on hold, or can we still do our businesses separately while I'm helping her in her time of need?
Yeah.
And let them answer you.
Okay.
And that way you know exactly what you can and can't do, or what you can get in trouble. And you know, it's one of those things that this is just going to cover your butt. If somebody who does see it differently than you do, and they go and compliance has given you permission, and they go and they turn you in for it, then you're already covered, and you don't have to worry because compliance had already known about that issue.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's yeah. I guess it's like kind of like better to just be honest and open about the situation.
Right, and that's one of the things I was going to do was call customer service and find out from them who I'd need to talk to about figuring this out. Because then she also said, well, and I don't know, maybe Helen can answer this one for me, but she was talking about how Helen and Faith sell together, and how do they sell together? And maybe that's something that we can do instead of her being
I
in my
can
downline.
totally answer that for you, sweetie. Faith had to call in and add me to the account. And I had to give him my social security number, and then I'm on there as
but you weren't a consultant, right?
No,
I was not.
Can they combine two consultants?
That's what I was just going to say. I would add that into the email, and then you do the compliance and ask, can
I want to say they can
be combined?
I think they can. I think one person has to give up their consultant ID number, and then that person gets added on, like Helen said.
Here's the thing with this, though, is that if you combine it, then you're going to be causing yourself an issue where then you're going to be having to go 50-50 or split it up, or you're going to have to figure out. And if she moves out on bad terms, or she's on your account on bad terms, you're really risking your business. I personally would just call email compliance.
Yeah.
And it's compliance
customer
at paparazziaccessories.com.
Yeah, because customer service, calling into customer service, they won't be able to help you. They'll direct you to email compliance. And they don't have a phone number. They only have an email.
Okay, well, at least it gives me a start on where I need to go.
Let's be honest about this and say that, like, I mean, you're a brand new consultant. She's a brand new consultant. You know, the chances of you guys having a problem are probably very slim.
Right.
If you guys were to do however you agreed to do it, if you were to do it one night, her do it a different night, and you know, however, but if there's anybody that were to stir the soup, you want to be able to cover your butt. That's all I'm saying here, you know?
Right. And that was one of the things that her and I talked about on the way home after I picked her up, about what we're going to do about this, because she was really excited to start. And now this, and her life's all topsy-turvy, and mine's topsy-turvy right now. I mean, it's not a bad thing. I won't ever get rid of her, and that's not a bad thing either. She's my best friend, so I have no plans of never getting rid of her.
Right.
So
well, you know, the less people know, the better, you know what I mean? So if you don't tell everybody what you're doing, you know, that's probably a good thing too. Not everybody needs to know who you are and that you have that relationship and so forth, you know. But you know, like I said, it's one of those things that I doubt you would ever have any issue, but it's also one of those things where, like I said, it just as protection, you know, I'd have that as your backup.
All right. Yeah. Is that on our website, like where compliance's email is and stuff? Or
Yeah, sorry, I've got a little cough here, but if you go to your back office and go to the support link, it'll be in there.
okay.
But it's also just compliance@paparazziaccessories.com.
Okay. Yeah, I want to make sure we get this taken care of as soon as possible, just so that we can have it all set. So
Right. And so if you have any other questions though about it, or if you want to talk privately or whatever, feel free to message me. And that goes for anything, even the emotional things that you go through. That's what we are as a team here. You know what I mean? And I know, your steps down because you're on Helen's downline, but I'm sure she agrees the same way. You're more than welcome to go to anybody in this on this
Absolutely.
team. Definitely.
I appreciate it. It's like I said, just a difficult time, and I'll get out of my slump and I'll be good. I'm getting out of it faster than I usually do. So
those ideas
always a bonus.
I've given you will help you out, because I think that will really, that might be something that can kind of drive you. You can make money while you're going through what you're going through, and have something good looking out at the other end. And also at that time, like she said, you're not letting the gas pedal off of your business because of the trauma that you're dealing with. So you're not losing anything. If anything, you're gaining momentum rather than dropping back and then having to rebuild. And every time you have those gaps, even if they're a 1 day or 2 day or 5 day, any of those gaps that you have between your businesses, I guarantee you is going to be a speed bump that you have to get back over to be able to maintain that same momentum. Sorry. So I think Tony said that she was not active either, right?
Tony, how can we help you, my love? I don't know if she can talk. I think she's just typing, but Tony, can you do the 15 pieces like I just suggested for Samantha to do? You can put that little grandbaby on the ground and put 15 pieces around her and say, hey, we got a super sale.
Right. And I just looked up, and yeah, she's not active quite yet, but she's working on it.
Okay.
According to what she says.
Yeah, that's the best thing that we can do. There we go. What did she say? By Friday? Okay.
Oh, okay.
The day's mixed up. Okay, so what's today's Wednesday? Okay, so she's saying by Friday. That's a good goal. Okay, so those of you that are not active, that we did give you that 15 piece, do it and make sure to get it by Friday.
Yep. And when I post this, I'm going to post it with a bunch of information. I'm going to post this out because I think that this Zoom right here would be a great one for people to come back and get a replay on. Not only because of the information about being active, but all of the stuff that we talked about with Facebook and integrating social medias and just everything, literally compliance, everything that we've talked about in this, I think literally is just, it's a book that needs to be read. This was a great Zoom.
Just don't screenshot and say, look at that crazy Marissa leader over there.
Same.
What if we love the crazy, Marissa?
Most people do like the crazy one better.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's only because, us nuts have to stick together.
Right. I told Andre, I think that, men have to endure so much because we literally are crazy, right? Us women, we just a little crazy. Some of them are a little bit more than others, but man, guys, us females, we've throw them through the ringer. And Chris not only has to deal with Sarah, but he's also got all of us too.
So
Yep.
shout out to
Poor
Chris.
Chris.
Poor guy.
Poor Chris.
He
Hey,
low-key
I
enjoys
appreciate
it,
your
though.
sympathy on this one because, yeah, you're hitting home there. You guys all got issues.
He low-key enjoys it, though.
But you love us anyway, Chris.
For a fact. Oh, you
I
guys
had a
cracked me up.
things I wanted to bring up a minute ago, but now I'm blanking out. I don't know what to. I have
You guys
one.
cracked me up though.
I'm right now. I just finished posting some stuff onto my from my business page to my post into my regular personal page.
Well,
I just posted. So I've been sitting here working on my business page.
Good.
And
good stuff.
The
Good
whole
stuff.
time
That's why-
being when I'm listening to you guys, there was one question I did want to bring up. God, now I'm blanked out again. Oh, okay, there we go. I have one customer. I talked to her last night. I gave her a call and I asked her because I remember I stopped by her house because she bought a bunch of jewelry from me. And she said she wants to help me out with some customers. So she decided she wants to have a house party with a bunch of ladies over there. So I called her back up and I asked her, when do you want to set up this party? And so I came up with a solution. I posted it on my business page and then I swapped it into my, I did post it into my personal page to let everybody know that if they're interested in booking a party, let's show a date, pick a date. And I also said they can earn some free jewelry or whatever. And I showed them how to earn free jewelry. I explained to them how to do that. And even though they have a party or whatever, or they're going to get free pieces just for being a hostess. And I thought this would be a good idea because I remember doing it with Princess House. I gave a lot of Princess House stuff away because I have somebody pick a date and I put it in my calendar and then I just show up or wherever how they want to do it. If they want to do it online, live in a group, I can set a group thing, live show there, or I can go to their house or we can set up a party at round table in the banquet room or wherever they want to do it. It'll be fun. And when I did for Princess House, I was doing bingo parties. I throw a bingo parties and use the pieces for the prizes. Right. And I can put I can pick a bunch of jewelries and make them set up like packages, like I don't know, I gotta make a package. I gotta figure out how to pick that or use it as prizes. So
Gotcha.
that way you get people to start buying some pieces and how they buy something, they get free bingo card, extra bingo part. And if so many bingo cards they get, they can play their games and stuff. And
okay, but you can't give bingo cards if they buy a piece. You can't do that. Just so I mean, if you do that, you can get in trouble. Let's just put it that way. No. You can't offer an incentive for them to purchase. Whether it's a bingo card, a raffle ticket, anything at all, you can't give them any incentives for purchasing.
Oh, no. They're not going to do for purchasing. No, I'm not doing it that way.
Well, that's what you just said, though. You said that for every piece they get, they're going to get a bonus bingo card or a bonus bingo number, or whatever it was. And so I just want to make sure you can't do that.
Yeah, I'm trying to do something unique. And
I know. Trust me, we all go through that.
I haven't planned on doing the bingo party, but I'm just saying there's lots of ways I'm trying to figure out how I can work with people and how they can whatever they want to do for their own parties. That's up to them.
Yep. Yeah, no, I get you. I just want to make sure that you knew that. So that's good that you know. But you know what? I'll tell you what, you guys, I can't wait until I can get back out there and talk to people the way I want to, because there ain't even going to be a guy safe when it comes to you. Like you girls carrying around a bling bag, man, guys are going to be just as busy. I'm going to be talking to guys just as much as I am women. Everybody I see, I'm going to be like, hey, guy, what's going on, man? Hey, real quick, where are you going? You going to see your wife? You know what? Why don't you take a look at what I got in this bag here and take her home a $5 gift? Come on, man. Well, check it out. Check it out. You guys, boy, I can't wait to show you guys how I'm going to be a street hustler out there. I'm going to be hustling this jewelry.
You gonna dress up in drag or what to
I ain't
sport that bling bag or what?
No, I'm a man, Helen. No, I'm not dressing up in drag. No, I will walk up to another dude though, and I'm gonna tell him straight up, like, hey man, I got the gifts for your wife right here. I got the gifts for your wife right here. Look, $5, man. She won't even be mad that you went ahead.
I just realized that I was muted, so I'm dying laughing. And then I'm like, oh wait, I'm muted. You said, well, I'm a man, so.
Yeah, no, I don't do that drag thing, but not that I'm not against it to those that want to, but you'll never catch me in a pair of heels.
Oh God.
I think you could rock it.
I think I could too. Oh yeah, no, I totally like. I really feel bad for sequins right now because I know how sequins would look on me. Like it's jealous, right? Like it wants to roll. It wants to roll with my curves.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that is, dude. Knee-high boots, and a belly long beard. There's nothing better. You guys crack me up.
You make us all laugh, Chris. You're so awesome.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, but you know what though? I'm not afraid though to have fun. So like I've seriously thought about like if we ranked up to when we go elite, like I'll dye my hair pink. I don't care.
That's fun.
I'll totally have fun. Like, but no, I'm not gonna wear a dress. Like, no, that's
the limit, Chris?
Yeah, I'll wear a kilt, I suppose.
Oh my God.
But I'm free balling it.
Do you hear him? He's crazy.
Oh boy, this was a fun Zoom. I'm so glad that we got together.
Hi.
Yeah.
Oh, Marissa, hi.
Hey, baby. I love all the babies. All those babies.
That one, he's just got those cheeks though.
And the hair, the little curls on the sides.
Oh, I love it.
I know it.
All the hair. Yeah.
I know. Tell us. So who's going live tonight? Since I
that
obviously
can't hurt, Tony.
I can't go live. Who's going live?
Well, I'm sure Sarah is.
Sarah is.
I should.
You should just do, even if you just do 15 pieces, like even if you're active, those of you, if that wasn't just for the people who aren't active. Why don't we
Samantha said she's going live, I think.
Yeah.
Tony's doing a speed live.
There we go. Doesn't have to, honestly, during the summer months, the long lives don't really work as well for a lot of people.
That's what I'm struggling with. Like, I don't.
Yeah. So switching it up, like
so bad.
Yeah. You're not alone. You're not alone. I was just in Paparazzi yesterday talking to some of the people and some of the other consultants, and we were all like, okay, sales are down right now. It just is what it is. But working smarter and like those little like graphics are making a big difference. Those little speed sales. Download that app, Crystal, that Capcut, because I think you would do really good with it now that you've gotten your wall drop like photograph setup or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. You got a whole setup now.
And that was Capcut, right?
Yep.
And does it have a certain like period of time?
So there's a lot of different, like you can add different sounds that have different lengths. So say your video's 30 seconds, they have different songs that are 30 seconds.
And now too, you can record a minute and then 3 minutes too now.
I love it.
So yeah, I didn't realize it because I hadn't really made a TikTok in a long time because I'm more of a watcher of TikTok.
Oh yeah, I did see that on TikTok where you can do 3 minutes.
And I went to do it and I was like, oh crap, it's over 30 seconds. It's like, okay, I'll just do a minute. And then I went to go to the 60 seconds and there was like a minute and then 3 minutes. And I was like,
yes,
oh,
isn't that cool? They're making it adaptable to us too, you know.
Tony says she's going to be doing a speed live with making sets and mixing new and old.
There we go.
So Tyler almost blew himself up today.
Oh my God, Tyler.
Holy cow.
You don't have time for that, Tyler.
It happens.
And he texted me and he's like, so I almost just blew myself up with no context. And I'm like, well, does the plant almost blow up? Like what happened? Like, you need to give me more information, sir. Yeah, no, it was crazy. And then he finally texted back and he's got a doohickey that tells him if the wires are dead or live, and the doohickey said they were dead and they weren't dead, so he went to cut into them.
Tyler, we're gonna retire you, okay, Tyler?
I hope so.
We're gonna retire you. $5 jewelry is gonna retire you.
Yeah, that's what I said, but he's real big into the crypto.
Okay, you could do that.
I'm trying to date
Tyler, don't you work with a bunch of guys, bro? Don't you work with a bunch of guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you need to sell all them guys jewelry to take home to their wives.
Look at, he's gonna send them to work with a basket party.
I will give you a bag of stuff to take.
On Friday when you guys get paid, dude, that's when I'd be taking a basket and be like, hey, bro, you guys should take some of this to your wives, man. $5 makes my wife happy.
I do tag some of them when she goes live.
Yeah.
I tag some of their wives.
Some of them jump on and I'm like, hey.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, one of my, we don't have favorite customers, but one of my favorite customers, her husband used to work with Tyler. And that's how she like found me, and now like we talk almost on a daily basis and stuff. And
have you asked her to be a hostess?
I've talked to her about it. Do you remember when we were in Utah and I was like, we had just watched Danielle Bradbury and she was like, yeah, just ask him why not.
Yeah.
Okay, so she was the one I was like, well, why not? And she's like, oh, I'm too old. I can't work internet or whatever.
But she's a customer now though, right?
Yeah, she's a customer.
So ask her to host a party for you. Just ask her to, don't be weird. Okay. I've noticed that like the less weird we make it, the more they want to do it. Right. So if we're like, so when you said your favorite customer, I thought, I have a favorite customer too, right? And so I messaged her the other day and I was like, okay, I need your help. I need to grow my business to the next level for Life of the Party, and I need hostesses to do it. Will you host a party for me? Because I'm asking her for help, right? And she already loves the jewelry. So I think you should try to do that with her.
That's a good idea.
Like, don't sell her on the business, sell her on trying to get some free product. And then I'll
because then you're going to get all of her friends.
Yes.
And I always mess with her. I tell her she's a cheater because she buys from all my girls. Every time one of my girls goes live, she's on their live. She'll buy a piece here and there.
Yeah.
Like, so she supports not only me, but she supports like the whole team. And that means a lot to me. Like, just that alone. But she does have like she's messaged me because I guess one of the people she buys from, they do like a drawing and you have to like post the jewelry and tag her in it. Kind of smart, but she messaged me like, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to win free jewelry. And I'm like, it's fine. Like, I already know what's going on. It's fine. So like she does have at least like outside of our team, at least like 2 or 3 others that she buys from. So, but she probably would have a lot of friends, and she's a biker.
Well, then, and you can also tell her, because she is already a customer, you can tell her like, hey, how about this week's jewelry? We get you for free.
Yeah. Yeah, I can do that.
Choppy?
Well, since we're talking about like ideas, how has your subscription box done?
Okay, it's my fault. And we're gonna be honest, I haven't advertised it as much. But I've only gotten one person to sign up. I've always been nervous to do it because I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to keep up with just yet another thing, right? So what I did was I implemented my my virtual assistant. So she's just gonna give me a report once a month. Can you go out, please? Thank you. She's gonna give me like the report once a month of whose it is and what's going out. And then so my goal is, if I stay on track with it and say the first of every month, that's when the subscription boxes renew, right? That's the $25 I figured. Don't charge them tax. It probably isn't going to cost me more than like $4 in order to ship it. So if I take a little bit of a loss, it's okay. But so by the first, have that subscription go out. And then I said that if I could get the list the next day, whoever has successfully processed by the 3rd, their box will go out, their little subscription box, right? And I think that having like customer forms, the one who did sign up, she was like, so can I tell you my preferences? And I'm like, I know your preferences, what are you talking about? And she's like, well, just in case somebody else fills my box. I was like, this is correct. So I'm going to have little customer like customer forms basically that says what their likes and interests are and stuff like that, so that if I can't do the subscription box one month, anybody could come in and pull a customer card and say, oh, okay, well, Becky likes studs, so let's send her a variety pack of studs. So
I was I planned on copying.
Girl, do it. Like I always want you guys, there is no like, oh, Marissa did it, so I don't want to take her ideas. Hello.
Take all your ideas because I want to be like you.
Take all of them. Please go for a minute. Let me finish my call, okay? They're just begging at the door. But yes, I could post it for sure. It was not something that I had made up. I've seen this for a while.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen some do something similar too.
But you know what? I found a lot of
kind of like an Ipsy, right?
They call it a subscription box. And so I feel like subscription kind of intimidates some people, like, uh-oh, I've already got too many subscription boxes, or oh no, my husband said I can't have another one, type of thing, you know? So when you call it a style box, it's like, oh, well, shit, she's gonna style me.
Right, yeah.
So use it.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about if you sold 6 pieces for $30 and called it a bling bouquet?
Hey, that's a good idea.
That's actually really cute.
I like that.
I'm gonna try it because I just did the I don't think you were on the other Zoom where I did where you go into your group. Oh snap. You go into your group and you can see like who's commenting and like there's like a almost like a
your top contributors or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I started doing that, and I've actually noticed quite a bit because, you know, like you said, girls are catty. They want to win. They want to. So like Wednesday, I've had a couple posts and I've had more comments, and so that's been exciting. So I'm like, all right, now that that's underway, maybe I'll go ahead and start like this.
And honestly, Crystal, like, don't be discouraged by your live sales right now, because if you can still make the same amount of money but not do it live, wouldn't you do it?
Right. No, yeah, for sure.
See, so I'm like, it almost forces us that are struggling during these summer months for sales to get creative, to step outside of the box. So when times do pick back up and business does get back to normal, you're going to be in like the best spot possible, because now you've implemented all these other things. So you're going to be having it coming from all different directions. So I say go with it. Try all the things. Yeah. Maybe some of them work, you know. The subscription box, I think that you got to give it some time. So don't be just like when I'm like, oh my God, I only have one person, but hey, I got one person to do it, you know? So Also, I told her, I put in, the girl who did take me up on it, I put a little card in there and I said, if you could just take a picture of this amazing box and how happy you are with it and post to our VIP group, shipping is on me next order.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
Yeah, because then it brings like other people's attention and interest to it, you know?
Because they're going to want to see, well, what did you get? You know, like what's really, are you giving me the pieces you don't like? Or,
right. Yeah. You've got to build the trust. It's the same thing with those mystery bags. You've got to build the trust with them first. And so I know that if there's a couple of my girls who I did like Marissa's picks before during Christmas time where they just get like 4 picks that I knew they would like. And I sent those out. So I know that I've got like those customers there. I just need to sit down and like, girlfriend, did you see I'm doing a style box? You need to get in on this. Like I almost was thinking, okay, first 10 people to sign up. If they do it for 6 months, I was going to give them 1 for free. But I'm not sure if that's compliant. So I've got to think about it first.
Yeah, I always think about something similar. Because Tyler was like, well, what if you were like Amazon Prime and if they had some sort of, and I told him, I was like, well, that's kind of like what Marissa's doing, you know, and I sent him a screenshot of his post. So yeah, I might try that one out and see how it, I got to do something.
It works.
I'm going to go to Vegas because I don't know how the hell.
No, girlfriend, we in the same boat. We gonna do the thing. At least you can sell. I'm like, tonight, okay, I'm not gonna be selling tonight. I'm just gonna be working with you guys as a team.
Just have Andre go cook some shit up.
Oh, can't post any of those photos though.
And he can't even use his account to post photos, right?
Well, they told me if I take his name as the secondary off of my account, then he can have his own Andre Clark think inside the bun. I just can't share it. I can't put it in my story. I can't, none of that. So, this too shall pass. Don't figure it out. It's just going to make us stronger.
Yep. Rise up.
Hi. Who else is going to Vegas in here?
Wish I were.
You'll be there.
I'm a t-shirt and jeans kind of girl. I don't have nothing formal, so I'm kind of like, well, I mean, I have my wedding dress if I could squeeze back into it.
I know. It's hard. It's hard to think that far in advance for me at the moment, but I did just get the Elite Services sent me the registered list of everybody who's coming. It's only 37 people, but I honestly thought we had a lot more than that. So I don't know what happened, but 37 is amazing because I want to say that the last in-person convention that we had, there was 13 of us blingers.
Wow, that's awesome.
Right. So just imagine the Crystal, you know, you got a teammate coming, right? Katrina?
Yeah, Katrina, we're going together. We're flying together. I'm hoping a room together.
So just imagine this is your
like me on track because I'm like, I don't want to go by yourself, but
well, just imagine this is your very first convention and you're coming with a teammate. So your next year, make a goal. All right, I came to convention with one teammate this year. Next year, we're going to be X, Y, and Z deep.
I know that I had pulled up the chat or whatever and saw the keynote speaker for convention or whatever.
I just saw it.
My husband was sitting next to me. He's like, well, who is that? I said, oh, that's the keynote speaker for the convention. And he goes, the convention? I said, yeah, I didn't get there this year, but I'll go next year. It'll be fine.
That's right.
You totally will, girl.
That's right. Put it out there, speak it into existence, make a plan for it. And if you want it, you'll make it happen.
Yeah. I have 3 of the goals.
Okay, guys, I gotta go feed these children before they completely break down my door.
Right. Well, thank you so much for coming in and hanging out with us.
You're welcome. I appreciate you guys. I hope that you guys learned some valuable stuff. And I just want to say thank you for your thoughts, prayers, well wishes, all of that stuff. And we'll see you guys later. All right.
All righty.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Which is beautiful.
So I think that's actually a good time for all of us to wrap it up. We've been in here for 2 hours and 5 minutes.
Okay, bracelet.
And
Okay,
so unless anybody has anything that they've been wanting to talk about, I think that I'm going to wrap it up as well.
just let me know.
Are we all good on that?
I'm good with that.
Okay, I don't think anybody
I'm
else
good
is
too.
having. Okay, well then I'm going to say a quick prayer for those of you that want to stay back and hear it, and those that don't. I wish you adieu, and I will see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. But dear Lord, I just want to come to you and thank you for a wonderful Zoom conference, Lord. I hope that this sinks into all of us, and that we at least got a little bit of nuggets from it, and a little bit of direction in our paths. And Lord, I just encourage. I encourage growth, Lord, and I'm asking you to open our eyes and our minds and our hearts to it, and let us grow each day, even if it's baby steps, Lord. Let us get to our goals and be where we want to be, all with your power. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right.
Amen.
Thank you, everybody.
Okay.
Have
Bye,
a
everyone.
good night.
Bye.
Good. You're gonna.
Chris?